What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. Today's video, we are on day 4 of the League of Heroes, and pretty much that is the only plan for this video, just to see how far we go in today's video with the 5 tickets I'm gonna use. I'm not too sure if we'll be able to make, well, maybe. Will we? How many do we need to go into plot? No, I don't think we will. There's no way. At least maybe gold 3, I'd say. Well, we should be able to make it a gold 3. I don't know if we'll be able to make it to gold 4. It depends how my team does, but I guess we'll see if we'll be able to make it a gold 4. Because if we only use 5 tickets, then max we can get 5,000. That's if everything's clean, which I doubt. So we're most likely just gonna chill at gold 3, I'd say, like almost gold 4, I'd say is my prediction, but we'll see. But we'll see. So yeah, just pretty much going over the League of Heroes. As you guys can see, we did make it a gold 2 from yesterday's video, and then over the weekend I went all the way to silver 2 with my first batch of tickets, 5 tickets. So this is the 3rd time we're doing it, which, yeah, makes sense, because first day I did pretty much the same thing where I didn't use any tickets. I just went to silver, and then second day I went to silver 2. Then yesterday went to gold 2. But with that being said, that's going to be pretty much it on the plan for the video. I mean, nothing really special, just the League of Heroes. So before we do jump into the comments and into the races, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I am in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or to the circle request channel. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, we got the races ready. Obviously, I do have the comments ready, but yes, I do have the comments ready as well. So with that being said, let's get started. Click that, and the first comments we'll be going over is going to be from Nova. And the first one says, first, before Eugen tries to pull a fast one. What kind of burrito? Honestly, I don't know. I don't eat Mexican normally, so the names are just foreign to me. I don't either. It's just, I just know. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not surprised you don't remember names, just in general. Just off you coming up with your own names that are close, but not exactly the names of the characters. So I get it. You can tell me what you normally get from the type of meat, at least, like beef, pork, beef tongue, if it's lengua. I don't know. There are different, like, beef meat they use, though, so could be whatever. I don't know. Tafufu or whatever her name is, or you would have had it if you changed the T to J, so Jafufu. I guess I'll call her Tofu. I might not be going for her since I do have Kaleda, but the determining factor will be her gameplay. I did see her gameplay. I did like it. She actually, from what I've seen from her gameplay as well as her kit, I believe, she seems like a stun DPS. At least. Because I believe she wants crit in her build. So I see her more as a crit stunner rather than just your typical stunner. So that kind of gives me more of a reason to pull for her than to just go for Kaleda. Although if I don't get her, then yeah, I'll use Kaleda. I'll build Kaleda if I ever feel like I need a fire stunner. But other than that, I don't really think so. I do like her gameplay just from what I've seen. But regardless, I always just try to adapt to whatever character's gameplay is, unless it's like I really can't adapt to it for some reason. But for the most part, I've been able to use whatever character I pull for, so no regrets. No regrets, because we only pull for characters we want to pull for, right? But like with Trigger, I think she's a pretty OP character for Anby, but her gameplay is just bizarre to me. Is it? It was not that bad. I think her main goal is to basically just trigger aftershocks, basically, with Anby, and then just switch right back out to Anby. At least that's the idea I got. So we'll see how things play out. As for the 5-star W engine selector, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll choose one for Rina, since I'm hoping that she will become better in 2.0 onward. Well, my reasoning is because I just don't see myself using any of the other characters, because they're either an attacker or a DPS or a stunner. Yeah, because Soldier 11, Nekomata is RD attackers. Then you have Lycon and... Is there another one? Is there another stunner? Well, Lycon stunner, and then Grace Anomaly. I feel like I'm missing someone. Rina, support. What am I missing? I feel like there's 6 and I'm missing someone. Am I missing someone? I hate how that feeling where I feel like I may have just named everyone, but I feel like I don't at the same time. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? That's a real question. As I move on to the store next races, but oh, Ellen was the first banner. I think that is it. Nakamata, Grace, Soldier 11. Oh, Kaleda. I didn't name Kaleda as the other stunner, so yeah. So to me, Rina does seem like the most useful out of the bunch. Out of the standard units. Only because she's a support. You could build a stunner, or a stunner if you want to. Depending on the team you run. Obviously, if you run like a mono ice team with Miyabi, then of course you'll be using like Lycon and Sokaku, so that's understandable. Pretty much just any generic team, I guess, with a stunner, I guess. Hasn't been necessary, to be honest. But I'm just picking Rina just for that reason. Because I haven't found a reason to build both Lycon and Kaleda. And I find more of a reason for Rina than the others, to be honest. So that's just how I came with my decision, regardless of her being better or not. But moving on, yeah, I got done with 35 endings now. Some routes honestly are godlike in their storytelling. Other endings not so much, since it's just a what if bad ending. I am not even halfway to 100. They're more than halfway to halfway. At least. But somehow the story just gets more and more messed up, interesting with each route. I guess because there's so many possibilities and all that, they just, wanna make it worse as you unlock more, or So or maybe you just came across a good amount of messed up ones. Who knows? I wouldn't know because I haven't played the game. But Leonie looks meh before the time skip, but afterwards, man, she has a great design. Honestly, I think all the Yellow Deer house had great designs. My least favorite is the blue house just because, besides Ingrid, there's way too many dudes. Yeah, I think for the most part, when it came down to, well, just in general, Fire Emblem, or at least I guess we'll go talk about three houses to be more specific. For the most part, I did try to just make the whole squad a female, as I normally try to, even in like Hoyo games and all that. I still try to do that. I think I agree with Blue Lines also because literally, I mean, there was majority was dudes, but I think I just preferred the Black Eagles more as my favorite. As between Golden Deer and Blue Lions, I think I'm the same. I think I would have Blue Lions as my least favorite. I think. Yeah. I think I also have more characters than the Golden Deer that I like more. I think. Like Cynthia, Hilda. But moving on, I need my waifu Peninsula, man. For Eugen, Soldier 11 is the new Turbo. Honestly, I think he just sims for the lower rated characters more. The anti-meta, if you will. Maybe. He does seem to be anti-meta. Regardless, anyway. Although I don't know how he is in other games, because he probably wouldn't be simping over Soldier 11 if he was using Evelyn instead. If you think about it. But we don't know if he truly does like Soldier 11 like that. We won't know. Or we don't know. He can confirm if he wants. He can confirm if he wants. They don't do a lot of Asian things out here in the Midwest. They're opening an Asian village like 25 minutes drive from my place, but I have to see if the taste lives up to the taste of Taiwan. The one miso soup I had in Mall of America was so bad. It's not even sour and just tasted like water for $4. Water for $4. I don't know, for it to taste like a taste at least, not like exact, right? Because trying to get that real good one, you gotta go some searching for that exact spot. And they're most likely either gonna be like the hole in the wall low key location, like the mom and pop shops, like family business owned ones, or a high end one that really cares. But I won't see myself going in there. I'd rather look for like a little, like low key one, if anything. Speaking of skins, I still find Zenless skins a bit underwhelming. I'm not sure how to put this, but like other gachas have better skin aesthetics. I guess the price of skins is a plus since Nikki skins cost like $60 each. Oof. Oh yeah. Which is why I said Wu was better than Zenless, and why I didn't really give a reason to pull for Astros, because if you don't remember what I said about her skin, it basically just looks like her other fit that she used for performing, or like literally her underfit, because she's wearing black under from what it seems like. So I didn't really see a difference. At least with like Ellen's skin, it just changes to her school outfit, but it's like it's so basic that if you, unless Ellen's like your favorite character, then I don't see why you would buy unless you're collecting all the skins, I suppose. So yeah, I don't know what kind of skins they would have in the future. The skin they have for Ishwin isn't bad, but it's like, it's up to you if you want it or not. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I'll get it. First, I need to get the character to begin with. So I don't know. We'll see. A $60 a skin? I still can't. I still can't. And lastly, all right, 12 trainings later, I finally got a medium S UC6 Verxina. Might as well stop here and do Donna next. Vivlos will be the last trained. I haven't really been training 40 CM. I just been chilling. Trying to see if I can get this character for the League of Heroes, but I think I might stop at this point because I'm already hitting. We got like 2 more days. 2 more days of League of Heroes, so I might as well stop and just continue or try to get like a head start in the CM. Might as well. But with that being said, that is it for all the comments from Nova. Thank you for all the comments, Nova. Appreciate it as always. Let me just refresh just to be sure. Just to be sure. Next comment will be from Inoki. Where are we now? We got 2 more tickets. We are at gold 3. We need 2,140. No. 2,240 to 2,240. Yeah, to make it to gold 4. So yeah, we weren't gonna make it to gold 4 regardless. But that leaves us with, was it day 4 today? I think it goes all the way to day 6. So 2 more days, like I said. So was that 15 tickets left for me to use? Maybe I'll be able to make it a platform, maybe not. I don't know. It just seems normal to me so far. So until I make it a plat and see how well I do in plat, I won't be able to tell whether or not I'll be able to make it a platform or even have a chance. A good amount of times many times, for the most part, every time we had a chance, except for like that one time last year in the Grand Festival. Not Grand Festival, not the Grand Festival, the Food Festival was going on. I had that bad streak of training for like almost 2 months. Yeah. I think that was just the time I was doing bad for like in general. So it is what it is. But next comment is going to be from Tanoki, and it says, Golden Week being 1 month ago isn't going to save us from side games dropping a mandatory card. Well, I didn't say it was going to save us. I just said they already released something. There's a chance they might not release something because of the scenario coming up. But you're right. You're right. They have no reason not to drop a mandatory card to pull for, but it depends what mandatory like you have to pull for it. Because to me, the only thing that's been mandatory is basically scenario cards, because I've just been chilling with whatever cards I have for the most part for the whole time I've been playing. So besides scenario cards, I don't really see it as mandatory. More like if you're saying a random that card is going to be mandatory, then that would technically hinder the free-to-play players. And it wouldn't be in favor of side games because they might get backlash from it if they don't care. I wouldn't call it a mandatory card. If they're going to release a meta card, then I can care less. I usually only get those normally in the big events anyway, so I can care less. Because I never really did truly like had them a top priority to begin with. Only whenever the important days come over. So until I really transfer over completely mentally, I don't think I will ever completely transfer over mentally. I won't see pulling for like these meta cards as priority. More like me having fun is more priority than pulling quote unquote mandatory cards or meta cards. So unless it's scenario cards, then that's pretty much the only mandatory cards I'll say. But not necessarily a mandatory card to own, which you seem to be talking about. I'm not saying it's mandatory. Like I said, it's just a good card. I'm not saying any card is mandatory, meta or not. You can't tell free-to-play player that it's a mandatory card to have. Otherwise, if they don't get it, they're just gonna feel disheartened or does not even feel motivated to play the game. But rather, in fact, you just might as well just call it a meta card, because it'll be up there. But obviously, we only pull for whatever we feel is important for us to pull at the time. So, mandatory or not, it all comes down to whether or not you want to pull for it. I'm just saying they just released, a pretty good card in Golden Week. They may or may not release one a month later. I'm just saying they might not release one. I'm not calling it no mandatory card or anything. I'm just saying they just released a good card. Maybe they won't this time around for the, I guess, June Bright event, which that is this Friday, this Thursday night, Friday, whatever it is. I just know sometime end of the week, I think. But a mandatory card to borrow or at least parent train with. Guts Current before short CM, Speed Dream Journey before long CM, and Guts Transcend before this League of Heroes, for example. Like I said, they're just meta cards. I wouldn't necessarily say mandatory, because if you go into the details of things and if there's people who don't care about it, then like when I see those names, I'm like, oh yeah. When I went over Guts Current, I was like, I don't need it, but I want to pull for it. Speed Dream, I said I would have loved to pull for it, but didn't. And then Transcend, I don't even think I think that was the second card. Was it? I don't know, whatever. Because there was the Golden Week. There was the Chaser Power and Transcend, I believe, which is the one they're talking about. Sure. Sure. I wouldn't say mandatory, but I would call them mandatory because not everyone's gonna be pulling for the cards. Might as well just borrow them if they're gonna be, if you're gonna consider them that important, I guess. Guts Transcend, not actually super mandatory, but still handy. All I did was borrow it out of just curiosity, I didn't really, you know. But then I ended up swapping over to the 2 stamina build because eventually I was just like, man, this build could work, but I haven't been getting the right RNG for it for some odd reason, so I just went back to the 2 stamina, 2 speed. But like I said, if you care about these mandatory cards, then sure. But I'm not gonna call them mandatory. You can call it whatever you want. Other than that, I think that's it from Tanoki. So thank you, Tanoki, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Rick, and it says, "I think I'm doing good. I want to get to platinum, and if I get higher in platinum, is an A plus for me. Have like 100k gems saved and 100 UMA tickets and 30 support tickets, and I guess we will get the free 80 pulls next scenario. So I think I have a few gems to spend. Also, I'm close to getting a second rainbow shard right now. I have 18 rainbow fragments. Nice. Thank you, Rick, for the comment. And lastly, the last batch would be from Eugen. Free pull for Zenless, not free full. Since I'm going for Jufufu instead for Kaleda, I'm not gonna say Kaleido because you've been saying that this whole time. It's like with Nova, I'm just gonna correct it to the right thing. I will go for Soldier 11, so increase her rank. If you're gonna keep using her, might as well. I realized there was a Fire Emblem game for the Switch when I look at the intro. It's quite interesting. But sad I don't have Switch games. But do you have a Switch? The real question is, do you have a Switch? I want to say you do, just given the off chance you saw the game through the Switch. But I don't know, maybe you just saw it online. So I'm gonna say you do have a Switch because you say you don't have any Switch games, but at the same time, why? If you didn't have any Switch games, then why did you buy the Switch? Right? So maybe you don't have a Switch is the best thing to say. But moving on, for global, well, yeah, might be similar for you. We'll do one run since it's on the Steam app. Well, that has nothing for the Steam app for me. It's just, in general, I'm just gonna do one run a day for it, regardless of it being on the Steam app or not. Or I may do some tip contents if I feel like I'm good at editing, like as simple as like Idiot's Guide not to be too much flexing or gaslighting. I don't know what flexing or gaslighting has to do with tip contents or with editing. Just okay. If you're talking about flexing through your guide, I don't know if anyone would think that if you're trying to help people, unless you're flexing your account, which I don't think we would be, since it's gonna be free to play as hell. I will assume. Like I said, I don't think I'll be pulling as often as my account, JP account. And then lastly, day 3, League of Heroes, last minute run before the reset, 6 tickets. Current rank is gold 2 with 820 points. 12 tickets have been used. Same lineup, Twin Turbo, Nekomayano, and Kopano Ricky. 12 tickets. Oh yeah, you're using 6 tickets at a time. Forgot. I'm still doing 5. I think I tried 6. I don't know what happened. I just went back to 5 because it was just normal. it was just normal. But I think that's all for the comments. So yeah, with that being said, thank you, Nova, Pinoki, Rick, and Eugen for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And we are done with the races as well because we are down to 5 tickets. So with that being said, I guess that'll be the end of this video. But we did make it to 16,800 for in gold 3. We're 700 points away from gold 4, so I think we should be able to make it a plat by next video, and by in the next video, right? So we need 2,500. No, we probably won't. No, I think we'll be able to just stay in gold, right? If we need 700 to make it a gold 4, right? Yeah, we need 700 to make it to gold 4. That's already 1 ticket. Then we're gonna need 2,500 to make it to plat 1 and 4 tickets, which is doable. But the problem is whether or not I'll be matched up with higher ranks, and whether or not I'll win the races or not. Because if I start getting bad ranks towards in gold 4, then so far it's been good. So far it's been good. We've lost maybe 1 every time, I would say. At least 2 at most, I think. So I think we're in good pace to possibly make it a plat 4, I hope. Maybe. It'll be weird if the first time I make it a plat 4 is on a dirt race, because I for sure didn't train the best I can, because obviously I didn't get a UC when in the long distance CM I did train all of them to a UC, so something's missing there. There was like a big difference for some odd reason. Like I haven't trained a UC since the long distance CM, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's the setup, because I did go back to the 2 speed, 2 stamina, and it would at least be like a UC, not UC, UD5 at the highest, I guess, recently, or UD6. We're talking about my team, because, well, besides Kappa didn't make it to UD9. Yeah, to UD9, and then these 2 went to UD6. I did 2 UD6s for Marzensky. This was just a better one, but she doesn't have an S in dirt, so it is what it is. But well, enough. Enough yapping. We have already been done with the races, so yeah, we'll see what happens. It is what it is. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are doing in the League of Heroes, and if there's anything else you guys want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comments section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There is a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join a circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join a circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or to the Circle Request channel. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But I also need to, I think I have time, because yesterday I couldn't find enough time. I think I have enough time to record the Chacona story. I'm already I was supposed to do it Friday, didn't do it. Right, Friday, yeah, I didn't do it. I was supposed to do it over the weekend, I didn't do it. Try to get it done for Monday, which I wasn't able to, and now here I am. If I don't get it done, you'll know, because it won't be posted. But I'm gonna try, because I don't think it's too long. I think it's like the usual 2 hours, about around 2 hours. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna get this video edited and posted so I can have that peace of mind while I'm doing the Chacona story, right? At least. So yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
君はどうせ君だよ。